It's the real word. It's the real word. We on a mission and that's bringing y'all the truth. You know the problem, but we get into the root. The devil watching, yeah, he always on pursuit. But Jesus is our rock, so we shall not be moved. We on a winning team, so we can't lose. We say facts, cause we hitting y'all with proof. Started from the bottom, now we standing on the roof. As God as our witness, we gon' make it to the moon. When you want the truth, the world be hiding it. This the real word, we providing it. We got Ace, BK, Truth, Rick Star, and we plan to make a movie like it's Pixar. We came a long way from the plantation. We just tryna save your souls from damnation. So if you down with the message, tune in every week. It will lead you to the message that you seek. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
In episode 2, shout out to everybody that's been supporting, shout out to everybody that's helped us to get this far so far. As you can see, we back at it. I'm your host, Rickard. Jean-Noel, introduce yourself.
My name is Sidney, Pierre.
And it's your brother, the man cries, the big Zoe. Your man Santa Cameau in the house.
Yeah. We back at it. We back at it for the 10th season. 10 seasons. 10 seasons. That's 10 years. 10 years later, and we back. How does it feel, man?
Man, it's an honor, it's a privilege to be back, to support you, my brother. I'm just honored to be in the presence of two great kings. I'm excited and enthused, and let's get it going for real.
Facts. And we got the new blood, young blood, new generation.
Shit, that's joint.
And so, at the end of the day, you're going to tell us, because you're one of the inspirations for us coming back. So tell the people why and how it feels, and you being part of the new generation and how you see it for the new generation.
I'm excited to be part of this, this show, be part of this ministry with you guys. It's something that my uncle was doing, and it feels great to be carrying the mantle in his name and in his honor. I just want to be able to add a new vibe to this ministry, such as youth. Get some people in here. We'll get some Herman youth eventually. We'll get some of my people in here, and just keep on building it up from there.
Facts. And a lot of people have been asking what happened to the show, where has it gone, what has it been, and when you guys see episode 1, it's going to make more sense. But we all been through a lot of different things in the last couple of years. Congratulations to Sanders, he's getting married.
Thank you. Love is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Shout out to Sanders, and we've been working on different projects. We've been going through a lot of different changes, and also, we took a step back to evaluate everything, because there was a cost attached to the show that a lot of people didn't seem to realize, and running up that budget and then going through life changes and then having different expenses at the same time, it all costs money. So we're just happy to finally bring it back to where we was, and to just build up on the momentum that we currently have, and just to continue to promote everything that we're doing. So Sanders, what you would like to say?
Man, I'm just honored to be back. I'm honored to work with you. I'm excited for the initiative that we're about to do, whether it be a ministry, the church, what I'm doing, what he's doing, all of us coming together to do. I'm just excited and I'm humbled to be a part of this movement, because it's a movement. I'm honored and I'm humbled. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about brothers winning. I'm all about brothers succeeding and excelling and doing their thing. That's what I'm about. So I'm excited about that tremendously for sure.
So tell us about some of the things that you're working on right now.
Well, right now, last year, unfortunately, my mother passed away from cancer.
Our condolences.
Sorry.
We, to honor who she was and who she was to many and to myself, last year we did a food drive. We had 30 pans of food. They gave us like a band. So I found a chef. Mm-hmm. She made 10 pans of food for me. And my cousin, she made 10 pans of food for me, and people randomly gave pans of food. Shout out to my man Mitch from Drippy K. He's a cool guy, cool dude. He owns a coffee shop, but he's heavy engaged and heavy involved in his community. And when we met, about 4 years ago, we gravitated to each other, and he wanted to know how can he help me in regards to what I was and what I'm doing with the brand. Funerals Don't Count. So he's been very, very monumental to that. So I've used his spot for free, but he's a very smart businessman. He's like, look at it at a marketing perspective. Listen, in regards to like, listen, he uses different like juggernauts in the community to use their platform in his venue, and I appreciate that. So we did a wonderful, successful food drive where we gave 300 people food. This year already, that was last year for the first annual food drive to honor my mother. The second annual food drive, I already got about 18 to 19 pans of food already ready. I'm excited about that. For those who want to donate and give pans of food, I'm trying to get at least more than 40. That would be great and tremendous. I'm giving it out for free just to honor my mother's legacy, because she was a giving person, a loving person, and a person who was very God-fearing, that showed the love of Christ. And that's what I want to exemplify every day. And that's what keeps me singing about her legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks. You being the young blood on the couch right now that's sitting in the room, what are some questions that you have for us, or some questions that the people have? Because you're the voice of the new generation here.
Well, like I told them before, I said I would start setting up, like not like a hotline, but what I would start doing was any questions you guys would ask me, would want me to ask on the show, just let me know, put it on the Instagram, and I would ask them for the next episode. But some of the questions I have personally for you guys is like, me and y'all kind of the old heads, old heads. I'm status, but what kind of advice can you guys give to one of like up and coming church leaders, stuff like that? What kind of advice can y'all give? Y'all
said old.
Y'all the unks now, so
because we got the bald head.
It's very disrespectful, bro. But it's all good.
Y'all young though. Y'all still young.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it is what we are older. How old are you again?
I'm 20.
You're 20? Dang, I'm 38.
Yeah.
So,
I'm the youngest in charge. That's all it's
We almost double your age.
Nah, word.
That's a fact. Honestly, man, for any young person, what you mean? Say it again. I'm so sorry.
What kind of advice would you give to any up and coming youth leader that's growing up in the church community?
Yeah, I think for any young person coming up, you need to identify. You need to have a group of people that you can count on. Because there's no I in team. No single person wins championships. It's all a team effort. So I think you need to identify and finding a team of people who believes in the same vision that you believe in. Because when I was 17 years old, with YPC, my boys, you feel me? Like I was preaching, doing my thing. My man Richard Means was doing his thing. A-Ram was doing his thing. So we wanted to come together as young people. And our vision was to inspire and uplift other young people. You know what I'm saying? To do the same thing that we would do. So we would do revivals and crusades, and definitely community outreach and stuff like that, and draw people in. We was more into community outreach. I mean, we spoke in different churches and stuff like that. It's important to bless the house, bless the people of God, but the mission is to really spread the love of God, the gospel outside in different means, not just preaching, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is having a vision and being around people who understand your vision and collaborating and executing the vision. And don't be distracted by the naysayers and the haters, and focus ahead and do what you need to do, and you're gonna be very successful.
Okay. What about you, Rickard?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Dude.
What I would say is just like, be true to yourself, man. Because if you try to go by a false image just to satisfy other people, you won't be true to yourself. A coward dies 1,000 deaths. So you got to be able to stand in the mirror frontwards and face that man every day and every night. So I would say, like, it's better to be happy with yourself than to spend your life trying to make other people happy. Because, as a leader, the only one that's going to give you directives is God, right? Because a lot of things you're going to do...
Yeah, that was one of the first things you told me. You said God makes leaders.
Yeah, because leaders are chosen. So it's like, you have to be anointed, you have to be chosen, right? Because you could think it's something small and it becomes way bigger than you, but you still end up being the face of it. I remember one year, there's no disrespect to nobody. I remember one year, me and my boy, this might have been like 3-4 years ago, we were sitting in the office at work, because that was the first time I was a director, I had a job, and then I started hiring people off the SDA community. And then he was sitting at his desk, and he Googled SDA Church on YouTube, and the first 9 videos that came up was my sermons, and he was like, yo, what is this? Like, what is this? And I was like, yo, what you mean? He said, yo, why every time I type SDA, I see your face? You vote people? I started laughing. I was like, yo, that's the algorithm right now. I don't know what's going on. But it's like, that's not something that I did purposely, you understand? And that's not even something that I would go out my way to do or even want, because I know how SE was.
Yeah.
So like I know I'm not good enough to be the face for them, you know? But at the same time, like I was pushing out a lot and promoting them, you understand? So it came hand in hand. A lot of the work that I did outside the community, a lot of the work me and Sanders did together outside of the community, we started it in the church. Like we used the old church venue, 920 Park Place, to do a lot of the Real Word events, a lot of funerals don't count events.
Those were beautiful.
We did a lot of events in Crown Heights, and a lot of people from different churches assisted us and supported early on, and still do till this day. So they were seeing us as the people going outside and going to neighborhoods most people don't go into. And so in a sense, we were leaders, like pushing it, doing new things, from the podcast to starting the 501c3, like doing things like that. Working with politicians, you know, going into these places, winning awards. Like, we were the pioneers in that. And if we were to sit and to just listen to the criticism and naysayers, especially from those that never did what we've done,
that's right,
it wouldn't make any sense to
at all.
So it's like you just pray to God and you try to do your best, like, and you try to leave that legacy, like something that will outlive you. Like, they gave an example: the city of Alexandria no longer exists, but everyone knows about Alexander the Great. Yeah. So it's like his legacy outlived every single thing. Same thing with Julius Caesar. Same thing with Jesus Christ. You know, the legacy that they left.
Powerful.
So it's like, you want to leave legacy. You don't want to be someone that's going to satisfy everybody. You want to be someone that sticks out and go against the mold, like everybody else that left the legacy did. So they did things different from everybody else. So therefore, if you're doing things different from everybody else, you can't worry about what everybody else is saying.
Yeah. He said it. He said it. Facts.
I mean, I like what you said, because I was always taught, like, being different carries you a long way. That was one thing my pops used to always tell me. He was like, don't always try to be like, he's always come be like, don't be a follower, always be a leader. And I was like, what you talking about? I used to hate when he said that, but I'm like, as I got older, I'm like, but in order for you to be like, once you become a leader, not saying like you're gonna be like a dictator and you can tell people what to do, but you really can make a change as a leader. Like, you can make a change. Like, some people really come up to me, like people from your church, like, they be like, yo, you helped me with so much as a camp captain, just for a master guide. Like, you didn't even have to do this. Like, you really spent the whole night. You'd help me with your books and stuff like that. Like, you're an ideal leader. And I'm like, man, the ideal leader is God, but like, if he gives me the power or gives me the knowledge for me to help y'all, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm not the type of person where I'm just gonna hold things to myself. Like, that's just wrong. Like, if I know things that can make you better, I'm gonna tell you. Like, I'm gonna say, listen, you gotta do this way, you gotta do it this way. So, yeah, being different does carry your own way, and leaving the impact is huge. Like, that's facts. Like, I always wonder. I know we all gonna go one day. Like, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. But it's like, at least what would I remember 50, 100 years from now? Like, you know, I was watching something. Who was it? It was Fat Joe.
Oh, I love that podcast.
Fat Joe and Jake, so he be frightened though.
No, I don't think he's frightened. I don't think he's frightened.
Who, Fat Joe?
It was Fat Joe Kiss and Little C's, and he was saying how
with Biggie,
and he was talking about Biggie. He was saying,
frightened. If he was frightened, I'm still gonna cut you off.
Wait, just tell the story first.
No, but he was just saying how the fact that, like, he was still talking about Big and Pac 30 years after their death, bro. Like, you talking about 30 years later, people are still talking to them, and they still one of the biggest names in hip hop.
So what's he capping about though?
No. That's just like the TikTok clip that he be talking about.
But I'm saying with the capping, to add what you're saying, is if he was lying about he met Biggie, or he was.
Nah, he definitely met Biggie, yeah.
Because he got pictures together. Some pictures together. So I think Little C's being his right hand man would have been like, yo, bro, stop with the capping and stuff like that.
No, with the facto capping, it's like when he used to be like, you know how he used to be like, oh, I was the meanest dude in the Bronx, no one look at me crazy. He would say things like that.
He over exaggerates.
Yeah, he over exaggerates his.
How you feel about? So sorry, because how you feel about Tony Yayo vouching for him? Like, yo, bro. Because there was ops at one time.
There was ops, yeah.
You feel me? Like they feel me like, and they respected each other. You feel me? Like he's like, yo, Big Pun wasn't a guy to play with and stuff like that. So.
Nah, the thing with I could say with Fat Joe, just knowing the Puerto Rican dudes from the Bronx, they do get busy. Like the night game is like we hear the story with them. Like them Dominican Puerto Rican dudes, they get busy. Like I could believe like he had people that was really about that. Like I think was it Sunshine, Tony Sunshine was that was one of his mans. Like
Terror Squad.
Yeah, like that whole Terror Squad.
Everybody in the crew got a scar on their face.
Like, Pum was 600 pounds, but
Pum was a problem.
But he had the story he chased. What's his name? Jay-Z.
With a bottle.
I thought it was a gun. They said it was a gun.
There was a bottle.
Oh, I heard it was like he chased him with rock.
Yeah.
You know,
he was on time. He was.
But you say that to say this, like, well, what was the point of bringing up that story?
No, I'm just saying. But what I was saying was, it's just like the impact does matter. Like if people can talk about you 30 years after you die.
That's a fact.
Like that's I don't even though you're not around to hear it, but it's still like people still talk about the stories. Yo, Pac did this for me when I was back in the day.
Till this day,
yeah, but people still talk about that to this day. Yo,
speaking about impact, right? This show, we went on a hiatus for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And people will still talk about it, right?
Yeah.
Like, if we was really gonna talk about it, like, I went through a divorce when my daughter was 2, right? My daughter's 7 now, so that's been 5 years. After that, we did the show for maybe 2 years, maybe during the pandemic, and then we slowed down. We haven't done it in the last 2 years, right? And we've been doing other stuff. Like me, I've been working more so on climbing the corporate ladder. Like I went back to school and everything. Like I did my master's, and then I went into senior leadership in corporate America.
That's
so I focus more on that.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
That's commendable, bro.
But also, when you get into corporate America, you don't want to be too visible on the internet because people could use that against you. And
that's a fact.
Both men and women. Women, sometimes they'll lure you and they'll try to seduce you. And then, they'll do certain things, like, trying to line you up like that.
Bro, we went to the what happened with Ronald Dumas.
Yeah.
He got a situation. I don't know why he did it. He had like 2 moms and stuff like that. Good solid dude. But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? He got put up with sisters who was known for trafficking and stuff like that.
Okay, prostitutes?
But they're not good-looking girls.
Which is even worse.
You know what I'm saying? I really feel for him because at the time when he was lost, this is the time my mother was transitioning and everything, and she was asking me her perspective. How do I feel about the situation? But he told him that he had about like $7,000 in his bank account. I don't know why he did that and stuff like that. So in regards to the lining up, bro, it's real. What you're saying and stuff like that.
Yeah, so, I'm speaking from experience, man.
Every great man is a woman,
man. So at the same time, you gotta be careful and everything.
You gotta be careful.
And some people try to friend you up, like they'll learn you to hurt you too.
That's a fact.
And so you gotta focus up on that. But anyway, like I was just trying to pay down debts, bring my credit score up. I had a couple lawyers to pay off.
That's what's up.
I caught a case and I had to pay another lawyer.
That's
these lawyers.
What's up. Level it up, bro.
$300-$400
Man, let's have level it up, bro. Man, level it up, bro. I'm with it, bro.
Life just happened, bro.
I'm with it.
So at the same time, I had to allocate funds to other places, and this building alone took a lot of money. Like we invested.
Bro, shout out to you for that, man. Shout out to you for that too, bro.
Yeah, you telling me the money
for that, bro. Listen, I want to just commend you for that, bro. I don't really I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. When I was young, what I did with YPC, that was amazing.
Wait, what is YPC?
Youth Preachers Corps ministry.
Oh, okay.
We did ever since we did our first youth crusade.
He's only 20 years old. He wasn't
there. But I'm open-minded for that idea to happen in the future. If you down for stuff like that, make young people run stuff. But I just want to commend you, bro. Like, I don't know, like, cause I went to Oakwood. I don't know any young person in the Seventh Adventist Church who acquired a church property. You understand?
Yeah, I can't think of.
And got money to get things done and make things happen. Yo, I don't know anybody.
Yeah,
in any conference.
I was like, yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000.
You was really like,
I'm gonna keep it 1,000 funky. I don't know any, and y'all can tell me if I'm wild, but I haven't met at your age and acquired. This place is a beautiful property, bro. And it has different rooms for different purposes.
Over 10,000 square feet.
Yeah, bro. So I want to commend you. And honestly, bro, that's why I really want us to really, like, you know, let's all work together for real. Let's support one another. Yo, anything is possible, bro. Anything is possible. Like, you taught us that from, you know, you're Haitian and coming from Haiti and being from the trenches and changing your life, bro. I commend you, bro. And I want to commend this man too for him taking care of his family, him taking care of his daughter. Yo, we gotta give Rickard his credit, his flowers now. It's not when he's dead, it's gone. So I want to commend you for that, bro. That's real rap, bro. That's real boss talk, bro. You feel me? Come on, bro. You my brother, man. Yo, listen, man. Look, at the time, we had a little disagreement, but I'm not gonna hate on my man. You feel me? That's my brother. I wish him the best. I wish him success. But I don't know anybody in any conference young acquiring property in the Seventh Adventist context. I've never seen that, bro, and I think that's commendable. I came here, you know, he told me how my mom, you know, she put some money down for the carpet. Shout out to my rest in peace, and told me that
She was the first one to put money.
And my man came out, showed me love, and that really, you know, touched my heart and my mental sensitivity, bro. Listen, man, yo, that's love. When you come to my shop, let's make peace among brothers. That's commendable. I want us to inspire a lot of these young people coming up to follow people like you and to follow people like you.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible, bro.
You can really
and on top of that, you'll do things. You understand? You know, won't do things. Won't people doubt. But bro, you acquired it, bro.
It's just the beginning, though.
And I'm with it. I'm with whatever.
Y'all potential is like through the roof.
It's greatness.
Right.
My man acquired.
Because there's more to do.
And put bread in. You feel me? And the conference gave a little small percentage, but they acquired.
Yeah,
and I think that's a wonderful thing, bro.
Yeah, cash. But this is just the beginning. Like,
wow.
You know, what we really wanted to do, like, eventually, like, we want to work with the community leaders and get something on capital funding.
Yeah.
Where we get $1 million plus. Because, you know, the dream was to make it Herman SDA Community Center.
That's amazing.
So we want to add another floor on top. Then where the church part is, make a dome, and then make it like a real community center.
That's amazing, bro.
Thing. So, you know, in the future, like, we just spent almost $2 million. In the future, when we get another $2 million, we could get crazy and add another floor.
I know you told me you want to add the elevator and stuff like that.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, elevator, stairs, all that. So, like, through this process, like, God, it's like it's like the Bible says, build it and they shall come. So it's like, I didn't know anything about architecture, but then I met architects. I didn't know anything about like mechanical, structural engineering. I met a structural engineer, mechanical engineer. All these people became part of the team that helped us to build this thing.
It's over. I'm excited. You know? I'm excited for you, bro.
All these programs, like last week we had people from Cape Haiti, OCAP come and they did a program here, and then this weekend we had the Global Pathfinder Day.
Yeah, Global Pathfinder Day. Yeah.
We've been having a lot of events here too. We've been hosting.
Y'all might just get the Powerhouse of Praise this year.
So,
yo, bro, what's the Powerhouse of Praise? What's that?
It's when basically the Franco-Haitian Youth Federation has the big Powerhouse of Praise at the end of the year.
Yeah,
we have like the big concert.
It's like a
testimonies, all that stuff.
Yeah,
you was there that time. We went that time. Remember?
Where'd we go back, brother? Tell me.
Church.
Yeah, last year was at Maranatha.
You remember I seen you at Maranatha?
Oh wow!
I saw you pull up with the trench coat, or you were in the long brown coat. I saw you trying to be.
See how many people going crazy right now?
I gave my testimony there.
Wow.
Yeah, one time I pulled up with the black coat. I went on stage. That time I came with the brown coat. But Maranatha though, both times it was Maranatha that I remember.
Shout out to Maranatha, the home base.
But shout out to the conference, you know, they acknowledging me on the conference level.
That's what's up.
Conference. I went out there, take the pictures today. That's why I got dressed up.
No problem, brother.
But they nominated me for the leadership within the conference. Like I said, like when I started 10 years ago, I would have never thought that my impact would be.
Like your tenacity, bro. Your tenacity, your passion.
The 4 years I did as assistant chaplain of the Franco-Haitian Youth Federation, then the 4 years I did as ISERB outreach coordinator, where I was the first outreach coordinator to bring South Brooklyn, North Brooklyn, all these different conferences, and we did the Brooklyn tour where we fed the homeless shelters.
That's what's up. That's commendable, bro.
You remember we shut down.
Yeah. That's legacy,
and
bro.
We went out to Queens and we did.
That's legacy. That's legacy.
We gave out
clothes. Yeah, I remember that. I was there. I remember that.
Yeah, that's where we met for the first time.
Yeah.
And then we went out to Connecticut. Did it out in Connecticut too. So you know, we was able to do that within the years we was here. And then we also did all the toy drives. You know, in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and Jamaica, Queens, Hollis, Queens. And different neighborhoods.
The toy drive for Christmas around that back.
That's what's up, bro. I'm with it.
So the different things that we've been trying to do. And so, you know, it started small at my church. Like, remember you used to come and preach with me.
Yeah.
You remember humble beginnings.
Humble beginnings, bro. Humble beginnings.
And now we pack it out. You were saying
that's what's up.
It was like, we gonna put everybody. I'm like, yo, we can fit 300 people, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? No,
yesterday. It was like, yo, we got 300 chairs. And he's like, nah, we actually got 200.
Bro, stop sleeping, bro.
No, bro, I told you 315, bro.
I got 200 dollars back.
I'll tell you something, bro.
You should have took
this is a man
if I was trolling.
of action, bro. Stop sleeping, bro. It's a man of action. It's a guy, bro. One thing I love about Rickard, working with him, bro, he gets things done, bro. Stop sleeping. Wake up. I'm just letting you know the vibes. Like I said, one thing, at the time we was working together, we did our first diaper drive together.
I remember that.
He was the one that got me to connect, to give me the 18,000 boxes of diapers in my neighborhood.
U-Haul truck
You feel me? The day, I'm
We're talking 18,000 boxes?
Yes, just got the plug at the
plug.
plug.
Two U-Hauls.
Yeah, 2 U-Hauls. In fact, when I brought the diapers in, and the what's that place called? The storage. People looked at me like I was selling drugs or something like that.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
that was a nice plug.
This
bro.
is not a man
nice
to
plug.
sleep on, bro. Like, you know, it's about, you know, it's a man. He has vision. He has dreams. I came to your church, bro. I was amazed and blown away, bro. And I just want to encourage all of our Haitian churches, man. Cause you know we Haitians. I want us to follow the blueprint, bro. You feel me? Because there's certain places the gyms ain't fixed and certain places. Listen.
But they fixed the engine in the process of fixing it now.
I want listen.
Already to fix their gym. He brought me to fix their roof.
Listen. I want
It's a lot
I'm not taking
going
this.
on.
I want the best
for
for all my Haitian churches. I want them to elevate and do something right for legacy. Understand? And sometimes it takes fresh ideas. Sometimes, you know, people are so old school minded, and it's not no to bash.
Especially the gun movement.
Because at the end of the day, like when my mom passed away, they held me down, and I appreciate that. But what we want, we just want elevation. That's what we want, bro. And I think honestly, a guy like yourself can encourage others. Yo, fix the gym, fix the basement, fix this, fix that. It's God's house, and that's what Pastor Manik from Maranatha did.
Pastor Mani, yeah. He was a game changer for us, like, cause you see how the church looks like downstairs and everything. That was him, because everyone knows the old man out there, red carpet and everything.
Yeah.
The basement was not really that good. It looked like Freddy Krueger's basement.
Yeah.
He was the one who was like, you know what? All this money we using, we're gonna put it into the church. We're gonna renovate. That was like one of the first things he did. Like his first year was fix the bathroom. We're gonna fix the bathroom. We're gonna fix the bathrooms in the basement. Then we're gonna do the renovation into the church. And ever since then,
and when they saw changing, how did they feel about that?
Yo, everyone was happy because they were like, yo, this church is like, we had this church in 1969. It had the same looking red carpet.
That's crazy.
Yo, same red carpet, same wooden pews, red wooden pews. And
Thank you.
And everyone was like, wow, this is crazy. And now ever since that renovation, we're talking about 10 years later, since 2014, 2015. Bro, people use Maranatha for everything. Wedding, funeral, it doesn't matter. Like everyone, like people love having stuff at Maranatha just because we have a nice basement, we got a nice sanctuary where people can do things in. We got a nice. The girls love that. Girls be flicking up in the bathroom, bro. Girls be having whole photo shoots in the bathroom. That's how nice it is. And I'm just like, yo, if we could at Herman, you could do that at Herman. Just keep building it up.
Yeah.
People who want to, everyone, you can make it look like the greatest show on turf. Like, I mean.
Listen. Honestly, it's commendable, bro. Like I said, it's commendable. Like I said, you don't really meet that, you know, because it's a fight. And the thing is, at the end of the day, you know, we're not going to be here forever. So the thing is that we want the church to flourish even for further generations. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. At the end of the day, it's commendable, bro.
Like, I like that you said that because one of the founders of the church, his wife had passed away like recently. And he put, I didn't know, people used to put they invested so much into Maranatha, like people put second mortgages on their cribs.
That's a fact.
Just to get the church. And I'm like, wow, like, if these dudes lay the foundation, all we can do is just build it up from there.
I'm all for that.
Like,
I'm all for that.
I tell my youth that all the time. I'm like, yo, we got a $2 million building now. Like, and y'all the future. Yeah, it's 10 years later. Like those that was 10 before. You guys
They're 20 now. They're 20.
Yeah, 20, 25. Like 15 is 25 now. So it's like y'all not little kids anymore. Y'all can't just hide in the back rooms or come once a month. I'll be like, oh no.
They need you here, bro.
Like, yeah, it's y'all church now. Because the Gamoon is Gamoon. Like they retirement age now.
They not to sound morbid, but they on their way out. Like they getting older, bro.
And some of them are stroking out, like, you know, diabetes, you know, like
that's real.
But it's real though. Like people get older, and it's up to you to take it. Like I always say, like the things that we didn't like that they did to us, like we wasn't able to.
But now we can do better.
Well, we can do better. We can.
But we gotta do something.
Now.
We gotta do something. We can't just be like acting like we moving out the way and acting like we don't want to help, and then we expecting things to get better. It's not. Like we gotta be the change that we want to see. Like
that's great.
Like in my church, bro. Like I sat down there for like over 25 years hearing them say, "We're gonna buy a church. We're gonna buy a church. We're gonna buy a church. We're gonna buy a church," and after all that time, like I came to America when I was like 3 years old. I've been going to the same church at least by the time I was 10 up until now. So, and we closed on this building, 3 years ago, and right now I'm 37, right? So, you do the math. Like,
so like Jay-Z when he said that.
so like, what were all these people doing? It's like you gotta go in committee.
That's 30 years. That's like 3 decades.
Yeah. So you basically gotta go in committee like.
And that stuff was cheaper back then.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like you was able to buy
excuses. Excuses, and it's like chaos is a lot because we were shut down and kicked out of our old building by the fire department.
That's
we
crazy.
were sharing the building with Billy for 2.5 years.
That's crazy.
And then we didn't have no building. Most of our members had left, and a lady, ironically enough. She proposed me to be building director, and then a couple months later she died of cancer.
Wow.
And then she died before like we was able to come into the building, but she was like, I think he could do it. I think with his energy and with his connections he could do it. He probably doesn't want to do it, but he could do it. And I looked at her and she said, you could do it. And I said, all right, I'll do it.
Yeah,
and then
he was chosen. Like
we just ran with
let's go. Yeah, that's what I said. Don't sleep, bro.
So it's like,
don't sleep.
And then with the building director position, and then being a youth leader for 10 years, and then with being an elder, it's almost like, it's like what you were saying. It's like they look at you like, alright, like you the leader, tell us what to do next.
Yeah, it's facts.
Because you've never been here before.
That's
so
facts. It's like you don't even know yourself, but it's like, you know what? I always say like I always say Master Guy Camp was an example. Like I didn't know nothing. Like I didn't know how to I didn't know how to do this, but I was just like, you know what, God, you trust me. And they see that I got compassion, I got passion for this, and I'm ecstatic for it. So
I want to ask you a question. Do you feel like right now with your generation, do you feel like there's a lot of young people who are stepping up in the Franco-Haitian? For
sure, I think so. But the thing I think with them is that they're also kind of scared because I think it's just they did a lot of 10-10. So you know they be doing some nonsense outside church. And, you know, with the age of social media.
Wait, but the others, but you think our generation was it?
Y'all have, I ain't gonna lie, y'all not. Besides you, but y'all y'all had social media, but y'all had like the Facebooks and the MySpace, where it's like who's really gonna go back in time to look. now we got Instagram.
Now
where you
people
can
do
really
go back in time.
Oh, that's just watching that face. You watching that? And you really go.
Especially with and that's why I like what my man Denzel said. My man said, "Who can cancel me?" He said, "I don't follow trends. I follow God."
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So with that being said, like
The same thing I told him, yo. One day me and him was at a conversation.
Yeah,
he was like, yo, bro. What if they kick you out of Franco Haitian? I said, yo, what that gonna do for me, bro?
It's like, yo, he told me like, I don't care. Like, I don't live for other people.
I'm gonna put this is what I told you, bro. And I worked with this man. We've done things together, bro. Listen to me, bro. And I say this from experience, bro. Don't sleep on Rickard, bro. Don't sleep, bro. Don't sleep. Because at the end of the day, I would rather be with 3 solid people than be around like 1,000 incompetent fools. I'm gonna say that again. I'd rather be with 3 solid people than 1,000 incompetent fools. It's not about numbers. It's about quality. You understand? So it just care to show, man, the how real it is. So yeah, bro. Listen, but go back to. Do you feel like there's a lot of young people your generation, like right now,
for sure, right
in the
now,
federation, like Queens, Brooklyn,
because
that are very active?
We are stepping up because we notice, like, alright, we want certain things done, and we do want to make. A lot of us want to make, like, touching myself. We want to make change. Like, we're a lot more inclusive. Like, we don't care about if you got tattoos, you gay. Like, come to the church, bro. It doesn't matter who. Man, come as you are. Like, man, Christ said that. Like, it doesn't matter. So
that's the new generation, y'all, and y'all more gay friendly, huh?
He's hoping that. Yeah, right? Yeah, whatever. But like I'm saying, bro, we are more inclusive. Like I'll invite my friends that's tatted up with the piercing and say, yo, come to church.
Everyone needs Jesus too, man.
Yo, everyone needs Jesus, bro. Everyone needs Jesus. That's one thing my parents always tell me, man.
Everybody needs Jesus.
Like, we don't judge. Like, I think. And y'all generation didn't judge, but the generation before y'all definitely did judge.
But yeah.
The Gummoons definitely did judge. It was like, you came in with red hair, like, yo, you a thought. Like, I was like, yo, dude, like, even my sister, she told me, like, yo, my dad be on me because I got blonde hair. I'm like, but you coming to church, like, imagine you didn't go to, like, you still, I don't know. I feel like them older grown they don't learn to appreciate what they have right now. Where they have kids going to church actively,
especially now.
Like me, I remember, bro. My parents be out of town. I'm like, yo. I told my sister who's older than me, yo, let's go to church. We may not go to Maranatha because they speak in French, but like, let's go to CWC. Let's go to an English speaking church. Let's get the word.
Do you guys have youth Sabbaths?
Of course, I say with my church right now, we are more youth oriented than we ever been before.
So the thing is that
we get 2 youth Sabbaths.
Y'all lit.
Yeah, we get second and fourth.
Dad should only get once
because we got Pastor Smith Olivier.
Oh, he different.
Yeah, and his wife is the
Pastor Olivier and his wife. They're different.
Yeah, like so he was just telling us, yo, what's your plan?
You have a good amount of youth though.
Yeah, we got a good amount, and he's big on what a master guy can. What a victory like.
You got right now.
As youth?
That comes to church.
I'm gonna say regularly, I'm gonna say good 20. But that's a good amount because
that's not bad.
I know a couple of churches that
got a lot of girls.
Yeah, we got a lot of girls. We got more girls than guys, but
okay.
That was one good thing about like my church because we was a bunch of churches that came together. Like my original church, like I would just say, it was always me and the guys, the fly guys.
Yeah.
And then
I showed the pictures last week.
And then when we merged with Les Amis Agency, they had all the girls. So when they came together, and then they had a couple other young dudes that came with them too. So we came together, and then we had other Elim Gilgad Shisha. They came and they had a bunch of girls. They had a few scats. So there's a lot of kids. And a lot of youth here too. Like I remember at our height, we had over 50 youth. Like
that's. I used to think like growing up. I don't know why, but I really thought like Hebron was a powerhouse at one point. Like
there was back in the day.
Like growing up, I was like,
back in the day.
Back in
the day.
Because Hebron used to have everything. Like,
no, back in the day.
They was the Pathfinder group.
No, back in the day. Back in the day.
Yeah, Hebron was the mother church, and they were the biggest church. They had the most money at one point. So,
back in the day.
Horeb too,
but I was like, they downfall gotta be studied.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to my people at Hebron too. I heard a lot of love for them.
Honestly, like I told you,
I heard a lot of youth left
Well, they left because of the Grummoon, though.
Power.
It was a lot of politics that, they didn't
power.
like.
But honestly, at the end of the day, bro, listen, and I'm trying to take no shots. At the end of the day, man, listen, you should see your young people not as a threat, but as an inheritance. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
You should see your young people as an inheritance, because at the end of the day, we're just passing through.
So what about when you give the youth that space, but they don't step up?
Bro, son.
But they'll eventually will. There's gonna be someone that's gonna step up. Cause you can't say, when you say give the youth that space, like all of them is gonna say, nah, we just not gonna do nothing. You won't find a couple.
Let's just say, for example, all right, 2 youth Sabbaths in 1 month, right? You have 1 youth Sabbath a month. You're struggling to fill up the program for people to go on stage and for them to come on time. Now you gotta do it twice in a month. Because we had to do it twice this month, technically.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had our youth Sabbath.
And y'all had the World Pathfinder Day, which is technically youth Sabbath too. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's like, it becomes a lot.
In a situation like that, though, I always say, like, you gotta find the diamonds that are in the rough. Like, you gotta find the diamonds that are in the mud. Like, the kids that are quiet, you know what? You're gonna do something this week. And I'm gonna have to talk to your mom, I'm gonna have to talk to your pops, and they're gonna have to convince you. But the kids that don't normally talk, yo, do the scripture reading. Do the welcome this week. See how much, and that's how they, let's see how receptive they are. Like, they don't start getting stage fright and they're like, okay, well, I can't do it. This was one time. You can do it again. Like, you can't, I always say, don't rely on the same faces that always pop out to them. Even at my church, they love relying on me for everything. They ask me to do the children's story like every other day. So, but I always say, like, one of my goals, the kids that are quiet, that don't talk, push them out there. Because you never know, they might shock you.
When I first started youth ministry, I used to make everybody on the youth staff preach. Like it would be a member of the youth, then a guest speaker, member of the youth, guest speaker. And then when we first started, we couldn't really get guest speakers, so I used to make the youth preach every month, and then that helped build just us being.
That breaks them out their shell, bro.
Yeah.
Not to put on blast. Shout out to my girl Christy. She goes here. She was telling me, Shorty was quiet, yo. Shorty was quiet until I was like, yo, you can do this, you can do that, like. And she started just telling people. She was the one started. I should have made her camp captain too. Wow. She started telling people, yeah, this is how we do things, and she just started talking about life and how. And I'm like, she's like, yo, thank you, Sidney. Like, I normally don't even talk to people like this much. Like she said, I'm usually like a quiet, reserved person, but you made me come out my shell. I'm like, things like that. Like, you can take people out their comfort zone. And that's the most important thing you can do to somebody.
That's true.
Take somebody out their comfort zone.
Check you out, man. Changing lives live.
No, I was not changing lives, bro. It's just like, cause, bro, we all here together. Like, we all family. Like, we all supposed to help each other out.
Definitely.
That's what's up, man. But yeah, like, I think even here, what we're doing right now, this building, the podcast is all gonna be part of the legacy, eventually.
Yes.
Because it's gonna be a part of the things that we did while we were here on this planet Earth. So what's your plans for the future? Like, how do you plan to leave a legacy?
Well, me, I don't know. Hopefully run for office. No, I'm just kidding.
Anything is possible.
Man, anything is possible. Yo, Obama was like the biggest inspiration growing up. The fact that if he could be president, all the adversity he faced, that's, I don't know. With me, I think it's start with the church, because, that's just one way. Like, continue to do the outreach programs, do food drives, do clothes drives. I was just at Shiloh yesterday after I came from here, and I was talking to the youth director there. She was like, "What y'all doing over there?" I'm like, "You trying to take our ideas, but listen, we trying."
What was Shiloh?
Shiloh,
in Queens?
Shiloh SDA, Shiloh right there.
Shiloh Bilingual.
Yeah, Shiloh Bilingual, East 92nd.
Okay, I thought they was doing good. Like they're doing good to me.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, smoke and mirrors. Oh, you remember that? Smoke and mirrors.
Man.
But she was saying, like, what you doing? I was like, yo, we gotta do this. We're thinking about going to nursing home. We're thinking about doing a homeless show. Yo, I told him, let's go to projects. Let's go to projects. Let's do some food. Remember I said that? The friend was like, we'll go to the projects, and they're like, nah. But I'm like, yo, you gotta meet people where they at.
But it's what
they told me. No, I was giving them ideas. I was just saying, she's like, man, we ain't going to, them projects here is dirty. I'm like, all projects is dirty. Like, ain't no 5-star mansion, no peas. Like, come on, like they all crazy looking. They all bricks. Like, bro, you gotta meet people where they at. Everyone needs Jesus. Doesn't matter if it's a crackhead, if it's a single mother with 5 kids. Like, everyone needs.
Everybody needs Jesus.
Everyone needs love, bro. And you don't know what that can do. Just giving them a pamphlet or just say a pamphlet that says Jesus loves you, something like that could just change their day, help them change their day, bro.
That's right.
So I say that, and start with the church, and I will start building my way up from there. You know.
I want to ask you a question. What you feel about battle for the churches? You think we should start something like that over here?
Well,
what do you mean?
Because we had an idea actually. Thank you for mentioning that. So at our church, we started a battle of praise.
I think it's like a family feud thing.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's like a family feud.
That is actually a great idea. But people, I love that idea. But Franco-Haitian.
What would be the questions? Bible questions?
Probably.
Bible questions.
Okay.
You probably feel you don't know your Bible.
Oh, wow.
Stop. I keep telling you, bro. Yo, stop.
That is.
Stop.
That is dope, though.
Stop sleeping, bro.
But you know what? Franco-Haitian is so
Bro.
competitive. And it's just, people got so much. Some people be having like animosity towards others. Me, I'm like, yo, everyone come. Let's all come together. I don't care. Like, let's come to the crib. Let's eat. People be like, nah, I'm not eating with this one. This one did that. And I'm just like, damn.
Did what?
I be small. Oh, this one talks to my girl. This one talks to my man. Oh, he did some weird stuff at camp. And like Franco-Haitian it's weird like that, and it's hard to bring everyone. Because we got, Hebron and Horeb. They got beef. Well, they don't get beef, but they got their rival.
Still?
But they still think they better than one another. That's
really better. What way? What do they got?
I mean, I don't know. I used to confuse the two anyway. I never understood their beef.
Maybe back in the day.
But like some of them, I be talking to some of them. Some of them they still think that they better than the other, and I'm like,
wow.
I'm like, it's never that serious. But like,
I don't pay no mind none of that. I mean, we was always in our own lane.
Yeah, y'all can't say y'all was.
Facts.
Maranatha, we always got our fair share of feuds. We got Beaka was one. We had Cave,
Herman was the home of the steppers. You know that, like.
That's crazy, bro.
Y'all was a low key church, bro. Until like I would say you built them up until where they got the name.
I remember when I was supposed to preach, and I think it was Navi. She said, "Yo, you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like, I'm fine, but what's the problem? Like, it's we're doing the gospel."
That was back in the days when it was like, "Oh, these."
Yeah, it don't matter.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, a church is a church, bro.
I'm not gonna tell them no. They were shocked about that. I was like,
I don't like that mentality. Like everyone wants to preach at the Hebrons, the Horebs, the Maranathas. Like, but you gotta go to the churches that's unknown, bro. You gotta go to the Bears, the Spears, the Bethlehems.
I remember one time that church in Queens. Now it's huge. What's the church called again?
Which Bethlehem? Katie?
No, Katie was nothing.
Katie,
now
it's got a good amount of people, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Katie big and nice now.
Yeah.
I pushed our kid earlier this year and last year.
Like, you got, but that family food thing is dope.
I'm with that. I was
also thinking of doing the pop the balloon. I told her I was going to do the pop the balloon thing.
Let's do that.
And he should be a contestant. I'm like, yo, bro.
I told him that. I'm like, he might try to argue with the girls. He might argue with the girls.
I think we should do that.
Argue with the girls.
I think we should do that. I think battle should we say something about praise? Praise what?
Battle. So we was at my church. We was thinking about hosting a battle of praise. It would be hosted by Pastor Kwaku and Rachel.
Well, you guys got that fly out, right?
Yeah, but we don't know what's going on with it yet. But that was our concert. There's so many things going on with that day. So yeah, we got Pathfinder Day and Horeb has their day coming up or something. So
how much Pathfinder days they gonna be?
But every church got a Pathfinder Day. Every church is supposed to have a Pathfinder Day.
But there's been a lot of Pathfinder days lately.
No, it's just been World Pathfinder Day. World Pathfinder Day is just all of us. But every church got the individual Pathfinder Day where the other church is supposed to come and support.
But everybody didn't do Pathfinder Day together yesterday, I don't think.
No, not really. It was supposed to be more churches, but you really think your church can host all of them?
I mean, there was still some space.
Yo, he's delusional. Never mind.
You guys so playing, bro.
We were standing outside, just talking about there was still more space.
Bro, I was just standing outside. People wanted to stand outside. Yeah. And we had overflow rooms too. We did.
Yeah, bro.
We had 3 overflow rooms.
What church you don't have 3 overflow rooms? Haitian SDA church has 3 overflow rooms.
What SDA churches you don't got nice couches like this? Leather couches.
That's a fact, bro. Stop sleeping, bro. Bro, you gonna learn real quick, bro.
Nah, I like how you did. It's like you told me last
marble fireplace, bro.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
Marble. Look at it.
No, I don't know Haitian churches doing anything like that, bro. See, quiet.
Maranatha is nice like that, though.
Because of Pastor Magny.
We still got it.
Not a member.
We ain't got our car. We had a
That's
that was making it
corner. Exactly.
Okay, true.
But at the this is the point.
It would be dope if someone from like the church was like, but you know, like I said, the government running everything. They're gonna be like, what we spend all this money on? Like we got because our bills. I realized when they was showing the expenses. You know how every like the quarter, the treasurer showing the report. And it's like we spend like $40,000 in bills,
crazy, B.
Heating, electricity, all that stuff, lights, gas. I'm like, dang,
unbelievable.
that's a lot. And I'm like, but I could because we're a big church. I could believe all that whole building we needed to run properly.
I feel you. Well, man, today was beautiful, man. So it's dope.
What we was talking about before the interview, what you think about, I don't know if you want to mention this, we were talking about your boy's funeral.
Who that?
Charlie Kirk. What do you think about
That's my boy?
I don't know.
That's not my boy. I mean, first and foremost, I want to send my condolences to his family for loss. Is a major loss. Them seeing that was unacceptable.
Traumatizing.
It's all over Instagram. It's ridiculous. Like to see him die like that. He didn't deserve that.
Again, the JFK.
I don't agree with his.
That's like you funny.
This was crazy.
JFK.
I don't accept that. I don't agree.
You laughing?
This generation is screwed, yo. Y'all millennials are bad people, bro.
I don't agree with his. I don't really feel like he really loved black people like that.
No, he did not.
He did not. He did not.
Nah, you remember when they had the clip, he was like, yo, if I see a black pilot. And he was like, I'm gonna hope he was qualified because of DEI.
Yeah, civil rights. But like I said, it's unfortunate what happened. I'm really sorry for their loss. I'm gonna leave it like that.
My condolences to the Kirk family. I didn't agree with his ideas, but he was a God-fearing man. He was a Christian man, and he did spread the word.
He did spread the word, yeah.
He did spread the word, spread the love of Jesus in his when he was doing his debates, which I always like.
Yeah.
Because, everything begins with God, ends with God, and he knew that.
Of course.
So I think the way he went out,
he didn't deserve that.
It's terrible, in front of his kids and all those people.
Facts. And what's even sad too is I don't like how because he passed away that way that
they kind of made like a mark.
The governor basically he said I was praying for 33 hours.
That it was someone else.
There was someone else.
But you shouldn't say things like that.
He said that, and also two young black men got hung in Mississippi. So I don't like that.
Wait, why did 2 black men got hung in?
Well, one of them was deemed a suicide, but
it was no suicide.
It was no suicide.
Wait, it was related to that situation?
No, it just
because remember when he passed away, they threatened a couple schools was threatened. A couple HBCUs.
Yeah. They had to close. Some schools had to go on lockdown in places.
But
that's schools in Atlanta.
Yeah, but that's something else. Called squatting. Basically, when the hackers use VPNs and they send the squad team to shut down a school or to a crib, they do that. I was watching that documentary on that on squatting.
I mean, they give him his own holiday. I heard
they give him a federal holiday.
I heard the Senate passed something for him. They already gave him a day in Arizona. And I'm just like, yo, it took 20 years for MLK to get a day.
You didn't think so? It was 20 years.
It was 10. It wasn't 10, 15 years. It was crazy.
Remember, King
died in 68. MLK didn't start until 86 or 87.
Yeah, facts. So there's some of Reagan. Reagan. Mm-hmm.
That's, and this dude but who was he? They really comparing him to MLK, which I think is crazy.
That's crazy.
We wouldn't know because back then during MLK days, it could have been people that felt the same exact way.
No, people they felt.
But MLK it was a part of American history.
Bro, you don't understand. Alright, I'm gonna give you an example, right? They're like, MLK is about to get the Nobel Peace Prize. This nigga, he getting the Nobel Peace Prize. He be sleeping with white women and doing coke. He be staying in jail. He always get locked up all the time. You think every time he get locked up, it's for black people? Some of the times he got locked up for himself.
Yo, the feds had wiretaps on him and everything. He's cheating on his wife. He's
like, this dude, I deserve it. There's people, Jesse Jackson probably said that, right? Jesse Jackson. Yeah.
People know how Jesse Jackson can be.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably said that. Who knows?
I hope he's doing good too, because I heard he just got Alzheimer's, dementia, one of the two.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. He probably had his hands too.
That's a fact.
Fact.
Every time they went for vote for a holiday, like, nah, not mine. Not mine.
But I mean,
you gonna smash a senator or congressman's wife?
It's so
Never made it on the list now. It's time till the dude passed away.
what I'm just not liking right now in this country is just like the political assassinations is starting to like
increase.
Bro, like they got the woman in Minnesota, like the what was she congresswoman or something.
They killed her husband and the dog. They
Like
killed the dog
like,
too, bro.
You remember when they tried to break into Nancy Pelosi's house?
Yeah, they beat up the husband and hit him with the hammer, bro. It's getting bad, bro. It's getting bad. It's like, one thing I always thought politicians was like untouched. Like I thought that was some purge stuff.
So I think nobody ran down on Eric Adams and he stayed outside.
Yo, bro. That's a freaking
It's that question.
Like the fact that he was able to keep his job, the fact that he was able to beat them charges and it was dropped.
He made a deal, bro. He made a deal.
He definitely
made a deal. And this is why he's not gonna. This is why
he's not gonna win again.
He's not gonna win again.
But I heard he's gonna be offered a very good paying job. So he gonna fall back.
They said he was with Trump at Mar-a-Lago. They said that he got a job for them.
He made a deal, bro. He made a deal, bro.
He moved with the mob.
I hate hearing sellout stuff like that, bro.
Bro, listen. I wanna listen. It's gonna be
Ben Carson, bro. He was another one.
Ben Carson, SDA like you.
Ben Carson was an SDA neurologist, bro.
Listen,
like
he made a deal. He made a deal with Trump
to stay out of jail.
To stay out of jail.
He did the right
it was
thing.
a good deal. It made sense for him to get in jail.
Exactly.
He made a deal, bro, and that's why a lot of people ain't jacking that, bro.
Yeah.
And he know that, bro.
But they don't want. So would they rather him go to jail and be in federal
yes,
prison?
he's a corrupt.
He said yes.
He's a corrupt. Listen, wherever prison they would have sent him at, it ain't gonna be nothing crazy. They ain't gonna put him in Allenwood. He's gonna be in some
no prison is a good prison,
This better. No federal prison is way better than state prison.
So before we close out, why I think Eric Adams is always outside and no one ran down on him? Nobody put hands on him. Why?
Bro, he's from Southside, like bro, like he's a street dude, like.
Man, no comment, man.
Like, he's like, if you're looking for me on the back of a bodega or something.
Bro, he's outside. I saw the video. He was in a weed shop too, bro.
He outside.
He outside, bro.
Remember, he was outside, bro. He knew the Supreme Team.
Yeah, like he's from Southside.
He's a Supreme Team documentary, bro.
He was in the Supreme Team documentary. Like I saw that.
Prince, you heard? Prince Miller was home. Welcome home. Kenneth Supreme McGriff. Some bad boys, bro.
Yeah.
Bad boys.
He was in the
drug keeper, yeah, bro.
He's from Southside, bro. He was in the press conference, like he was in Far Rock. I think he was a referee. He was like, "Yo, I had a shorty out there." I was like, "Bro, he was outside, bro." I had a shorty out there.
I think he's still outside too. Go to the clubs too.
Bro,
he's still outside.
Yeah, he's like
amazing.
He's like, I'm in the back of a bodega playing dominoes, smoking a split.
Yo, New York City is just a big ass GTA service.
We could be done right here, bro. This right is exclusive.
Yo, closing thoughts, man.
Man, yo, it was a pleasure to be back, baby. I'm honored.
Closing thoughts?
I mean, stay tuned.
Yeah, my closing thought, man. Yeah, it's good to be back, and there's a lot more coming. Shout out to everybody that's been watching. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. If you want to donate, we on Cashapp, $ The Real Word Inc.
Yes.
$ The Real Word Ministries Inc. You could also catch us at the website www.therealwordministriesinc.org. That's therealwordministriesinc.org, or youtube.com/therealwordtv, The Real Word TV on YouTube, and also the Real Word Podcast on Apple, Spotify, and Pandora, wherever you listen to podcasts. And we also on the Brick Network still, so check us out on the Brick Network. Check your local cable listings. So shout out to everybody who's been watching. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting. You want to close out with a prayer?
Of course. Let's bow our heads and close our eyes. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to come together and talk about your word, talk about your ministry, and let's continue to spread the ministry, spread the love that you have for us, Lord. I ask that you please bless the young people, continue to bless, and continue to guide us as well. Bless Sander, bless Rickard,
yes,
bless all our respected churches, Herman, Maranatha, Hebron, Horeb, all of them, allow us to come together and unify in your name. I ask this not because we're worthy, but it's because your son died on Calvary cross so that we can have everlasting life. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.
Amen. Oh shoot, we ain't get no one from Hebron on this episode. They ain't feeling represented. Since you're around.
Bro, you know?
You know.
It's the real world. It's the real